a short flight from Houston, President Clayton Taylor landed at the Guatemala City airport, along with fellow Rotarian Bob Hammock. Once on the ground, they were reunited with Club 29 Rotary International team leader Bob Medley, Mary Jane Calvi, and Claude Drebeck. One of Central America's most notable archaeological sites, Guatemala City, is located on the grounds of the ancient Maya city of Calminalhuyu, which was first occupied between 1200 and 1000 BC. Actual Mayan history starts in the Yucatan around 2500 BC. As time passed, the old gave way to the new, and a modern city sprouted around the ancient ruins. The Spanish explorers gained control of the area in the 16th century. Guatemala features 33 volcanoes, including the highest and most active in Central America. Its Mayan ruins are the most impressive, and its history decidedly intense. However, as grand as its past may be, today much of the country is poverty-stricken, with daunting educational and lingering health issues. This is why Club 29 joined Rotary clubs from California to bring clothes, toys, educational and dental supplies to school children in the remote mountain town of Uspanton, to help celebrate a medical grant completion for Hospitalito Atitlan. The trip was pre-billed as hectic, memorable, and a vivid display of our club's commitment to Rotary International's ongoing efforts to improve daily lives around the world. It didn't disappoint. First stop, the largest market in Central America, in the colorful, bustling town of Chichicastenango. If you haven't shopped an open market in Guatemala, then frankly you haven't lived. The vendors are aggressive, relentless, and as dogged as Leonard Sullivan collecting property tax. From Chichi, the combined Rotary clubs embarked on a grueling 5-hour bus ride to the remote Mayan village of Uspanton, nestled high in the clouds. The trip was a white knuckler as the bus traversed towering mountains along a narrow, winding road that must have been designed by a drunken sailor on a 3-day binge. Often there were no guardrails. The danger of rock slides loomed ominously overhead, and the roads, often more theoretical than actual pathways, sometimes barely provided clearance for 2 vehicles to pass at the same time. Travel during one harrowing stretch included an amusing detour through a local farmer's pasture. As daunting as the bus ride turned out to be, it paled in comparison to the 3-hour wait endured by the 500 grade school Mayan kids of Uspanton. The arrival of our bus was cause for a jubilant commotion as excited youngsters queued to receive parcels of books, toothbrushes, and clothes, common-day things American kids take for granted. For this crowd, our arrival was like Christmas morning, a birthday and Easter all rolled into one. No matter what we handed out to the children, they managed to give us much more in return. Of course, we often underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around and bring warmth to a child in need. After returning to Chichi, the group traveled on to scenic Atitlan, a deep blue crystalline lake, nestled along the shore and guarded by one of Guatemala's many volcanoes, majestic sentinels of time, each painting the sky with a geological paintbrush. Seeing a plume of smoke rising from the allegedly sleeping volcano, the group decided that in case of an unexpected eruption, to pre-select a virgin to be thrown into the lava. Perhaps, coincidentally, following that decision, Mary Jane Calvi could not be located for several days. After an exhilarating boat ride, the group landed at Papahachel, one of 10 villages along the shore of the lake. Club 29 and the other Rotary groups helped commemorate the delivery of important medical supplies for the local hospital. An interesting footnote, this was the same hospital where Padre Stanley Rother, an Oklahoma-born priest, served until 1981 when he was murdered by right-wing Guatemalan government forces. Padre Rother is currently under consideration for sainthood by the Catholic Church because of his humanitarian efforts to help indigenous peasants who were often subject to discrimination and harassment by the Guatemalan government. As our excursion came to an end, it is fair to say that none of us returned home the same as when we left. Rotary International has an inexplicable way of changing everyone involved. A question every Rotarian might ponder. The love of one's country is a natural thing. But why should love stop at the border? Albert Einstein once noted that, quote, "The world is not dangerous because of those who do harm, but because of those who look at it without doing anything," unquote. Every Rotarian should be proud of what Club 29 is doing, and especially the efforts of Bob Medley, who continues to bring honor to our club through his resolute commitment to Rotary International. Medley's leadership makes our club and the world a better place, and his love and dedication to helping others truly knows no borders. One footnote. Some have asked, what is the best way to keep a pit bull Guatemalan street vendor at bay? Good question. Of course, the worst mistake any tourist can make is to give a pesky street vendor your name.